T-minus 1 minute and counting. We're going to start on time for a change. How about that? You got 5 o'clock? All right. I would like to call this October 26th meeting of the City Council of Charleston to order. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Shealy.
Here.
So we have just a couple of presentations tonight before we get down to our regular business. And first up is to recognize a truly outstanding individual who recently passed in our community, Al Hollywood Meggett. If I may ask the family to come forward to the microphone, and I'd like to share this resolution with you this evening. I know we have Mrs. Meggett. I'm about to say Miss Hollywood, excuse me. That's right. Michelle, thank you for being with us. And Hollywood's son, Al, is with us. And Osei Chandler, a dear friend of the family. And Broadway is with us, who has helped Hollywood manage the incredible boxing club that I will mention. And so thank y'all for being with us this evening. So here's the resolution. Whereas the city of Charleston wishes to recognize one of its most distinguished citizens, Al Hollywood Meggett, and whereas Al Hollywood Meggett was born in New York City on February 28, 1931, and has been a resident of Charleston since 1979. He started the Charleston Boxing Club in 1983, which was used as a safe place for local kids to spend time. If there was ever a mentor, y'all, it was Hollywood. There he served as a director, coach, friend, and counselor for hundreds of young people. And throughout his distinguished career, Hollywood collected a long list of honors and awards, including his recognition from the former mayor of Washington, D.C. for the 1986 and 87 Invitational Amateur Boxing Tournament. His receipt also of the A.J. Bowens and James Edwards Elementary School Boxing Club Award in 83 through 87, his recognition by the House of Prayer, Reverend Alma Dungy, our youth department. And whereas additionally, Hollywood received the Sigma Heroes Hall of Fame honor, the 1998 Coach of the Year distinction from the South Carolina Amateur Boxing Federation, the NAACP Trailblazer Award, the Community Service Award by Z93 Radio, the 2010 King of Boxing title by amateur coaches in South Carolina, the Bill Sharp Award, and a nomination for the Energizer Hall of Fame Award by the Carl Ruckner Foundation. He was truly an Energizer bunny, was he not? Whereas Al Hollywood Meggett was a loving and dedicated husband to his wife, Michelle, father to his son, Al, and daughters, Alicia and Tanya, and grandfather to granddaughters, Brianna, Misha, and Leah. And whereas Al Hollywood Meggett led a long and accomplished life, and his memory will undoubtedly serve as an inspiration for years to come. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, John J. Tecklenburg, Mayor of the City of Charleston, on behalf of our citizens and our City Council, extend to the members of his family and friends this expression of sincere regret for your loss. And know, we don't just hope, we know that you will be consoled by the memories of his fine life and achievement. Thank you so much for being with us. I'll present this to you, but I welcome you, Ms. Meggett or Osei or any family members if you'd like to address us at this time.
On behalf of the family and the citizens of Charleston, I'd like to thank you for this proclamation. We all love Hollywood very much. We miss him. And knowing that the city has honored him this way will help us with our grief. Especially thank you to Council Members Sacron, Mitchell, and Dudley Gregory, and also to you, Mr. Mayor, and all your council members for giving us this proclamation. In Swahili, we say Asante Sana. Thank you very much.
Rosemary Singleton. I'm Darrell Singleton mom. Good afternoon. My name is Rosemary Singleton. I just want to say I've been with this boxing club from day one. My son Darrell Singleton, Mr. Hollywood trained him very well, and many other young men. And we are just so proud that he went through 3 generations of young men and women. So I just want to say thank you to the City Council for giving us this proclamation today in honor of Mr. Al Hollywood Meggett. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Singleton. Appreciate it. Council members, Gregory, Mitchell, or Saccharin, would y'all like to add any remarks? Councilmember Saccharin.
Thank you, Mayor. I am proud to have the boxing ring in my neighborhood and district. And although I've never really met Mr. Meggett, I did have the opportunity to attend his service at Arthur Christopher a couple of weeks back, and I looked at all the pictures that really embody his life. And I saw pictures of him and Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard, just to name a few. But more importantly, the pictures that I saw on that wall were pictures of the countless young people that he had a tremendous impact on their lives. And for 40 years, he played the role of father and mentor. And just hearing stories from Al Jr. and from Broadway, he had a tremendous positive impact on those kids' lives. And as someone who works in public education, I have to say, without a doubt, he not only instilled hope, he saved lives. And that's particularly remarkable for someone in Charleston to be able to do that. To his family that is listening, who's also here, I'm going to keep his spirit alive as we work with the city to bring that boxing gym back to the neighborhood, get it open and operating up in North Central. So you've got my word, and it's nice to actually meet L Jr. and Broadway. You know where you can find me, so thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Any other remarks?
Yes.
Councilmember
I just would like
Mitchell?
to say that I met Mr. Hollywood a long time ago, even when I came back and moved back to from New York, and I met him, and he wanted me to come and join the boxing club, but I tell him that day was over for me. I used to box in the Golden Glove in New York, and but I tell him I couldn't take it anymore, so I couldn't take the beating anymore. So he said, "Man, come on, we can train you to do more." I said, "No, I can't take it." So he was a generous individual, and he always cared about the young people, the young males and females in boxing. And he was a no-nonsense person when it comes to boxing. You don't play around in there when you come for business. And I used to always look at him, I said, "Mr. Hollywood, how long are you gonna do this?" I said, "I'm gonna do it till the end." And that's what he did. And God blessed him that he was able to keep doing it with his family beside him and pushing him on and never give him that, a problem to say, "Hey, it's time to stop." Because he wasn't gonna stop anyway, he was going. So I commend him for doing that, and God blessed him, and God blessed the family for working with him and being with him in all the times he was there up and down. Because he still wanted to come back. He was ready to go back on King Street when it was open. He couldn't wait to get back there. So I know his spirit lies right there, and he'll be there with anyone who goes to carry on that legacy. So we need to have someone to pick up the staff and carry on that legacy for him and let him know that, hey, we are still here and still carrying on which we have started. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Gregory.
Yeah, my recent conversations with Hollywood all centered around making his dream a reality in terms of the boxing ring, the floor. We talked about everything. I just regret that he has not had an opportunity to be a part of it. But I think that as a city, we need to commit to making sure that we complete the gym. We make sure that we have the boxing ring that he wanted. And I think everyone here needs to know that there is a GoFundMe page. Okay, this is the commercial. There is a GoFundMe page, and we need to share that page with each other so that the community, and I'm sure the community wants to participate in making sure that we get the kind of funds to develop the kind of facility that he would be proud of. So all I could say is thank you for what he has done and contributed to this community. And as a council member, I'm committed to make sure that we do what he wants and we do what we talked about on the phone.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much again. We look forward to working with you. You know, the boxing club, for those who don't know, was at a city building at 1099 King Street that needed substantial renovation. And that's been going on for the last couple of years, and it's finally finished and beautiful. And so they wanted to outfit the ring and all with brand new equipment. And that led to the GoFundMe page that Councilmember Gregory just mentioned. So yeah, we want to help them get the resources needed to get that finished. And 1099 King Street looks beautiful. So Broadway and family, we look forward to continuing that discussion and working with you. God bless you. Thank you for being with us tonight. What a great honor. Thank you. So next, we want to recognize the Charleston